We want our patients to feel like they are, just like we would treat our family and friends, that they are comfortable and welcomed and well taken care of, and that we are going to help them through this process every step of the way. So if we see somebody and we have the ability and we're worried about it, it's a high-risk lesion and they need a biopsy, we try to biopsy it the same day when we can. It just makes it less stressful, because once you know you need a biopsy, the next thought is, how long is this result going to take? How long is it going to take to get my biopsy? When am I going to know? And there's this period of not knowing that causes a lot of anxiety. Well, Jessica's cancer is not typically what we see every day from a screening mammogram, where somebody's not feeling something, not having any problems. Jessica, of course, is younger than 40, so she was not in a screening category. She was not at a high risk. American Cancer Society on their website has guidelines for self-breast exam, and it's important to know your own breast and what it's like, so that if there's a change, if there's something new growing, it doesn't go away in a menstrual cycle, it just feels different to you. It's very easy to get it checked out. And most of the time, those things are going to turn out to be benign in that age group. They're going to end up to be cysts or things that aren't a breast cancer, but every once in a while we do find cancers in that age group. So Jessica is more what we see when we see younger women who come in with a palpable area of concern. She found it herself. She did a great job finding it. She knew it wasn't normal. She knew what her breast normally felt like and knew that this was a change and it was growing. She came in, we did an ultrasound, we found a solid mass, and we did a biopsy. And unfortunately, it was a breast cancer. But we know when we see these younger women, we see women with cancer under 40 frequently, and we know that it generally tends to be a more aggressive type of cancer, which hers was. But again, she did a great job. Just because it's aggressive, it's still very, very treatable. And the sooner we get to that, and the sooner a patient finds it gets into us, the better they do. So one thing that we have here to offer to women to help make getting a screening mammogram and taking care of your health is a mobile outreach program. Our screening mammography van goes to not only community partnerships and health centers, it also goes to workplaces. So if you happen to work at Brown-Forman or GE, the van would come to your place of work so that you can go on a break or on your lunch break or in the beginning of your day or at the end of your day without it interfering and have to drive somewhere and get your mammogram, which would take about 20 minutes roughly. You register, they perform the mammogram right there on the van. It is the exact same quality mammogram you get in the center. It is a state-of-the-art digital mammography unit. It is brought back here and interpreted by us, just like we interpret the others. It's a very difficult place to come. It's difficult to face our own morbidity, mortality, sickness, or to deal with looking for, oh, I might have a cancer. Do I want to get this screening? Because if I don't get it, I won't know it's there. And we know that. We know that every woman that comes in has that fear of a breast cancer. But we want to make that experience less stressful from the get-go, from the very beginning, from where you walk through the door, from the person that greets you, to having support staff and nurses and people that are going to make that experience more comfortable and easier on you. And we like to remind every woman that the majority of people we see don't have breast cancer, but coming in early and embracing that fear gives you power, and it gives you strength, and it gives you comfort in knowing that hopefully if you ever do have a breast cancer, it's going to be caught early and treated early, which is going to be the case for 90% of women. It's going to be found on the mammogram first instead of by feeling it, which we know generally equates to a lower stage and a better prognosis in the long term.